Alright, so got this interesting stone out of my bench, and came out of the box earlier today, and it was like dry and crusty, and I just didn't know what to make out of it. So started lapping it. Had some damage to some corners, and you know, this one's still a little down over here. I didn't want to lap all the way down to here, lose all that stone, so I just dressed on a 45 over there, and yeah, we're fine. It's okay. It doesn't bother anything. So I was lapping it. It felt really nice, and this pattern that you can see in there, sort of like a dark gray black tiger stripe kind of thing going on. I don't know, looked good. So did a little close-up video of it, and I'm gonna insert it here. So the stone's wet, and it's picking up, like, it's reflecting everything that's on my bench and around me. You can see my overheads, you can see me. I got a bounce card in the way here, and I'm trying to, like, get it to position it. It's really interesting. Anyway, now we're back to the regular view, and you got to see the patterning in the stone, hopefully a little closer. Just gonna hit this with this nice Wakasa Tomo I have, and let's see what we're doing there. I'll give it a little bit more. The hard stone's thick. It's very thick stone. Thick stones feel a little different under the blade most of the time, to me, I'm sure one of the forum geniuses are going to try telling me that I'm nuts. But I can tell you, after honing on hundreds of Jnats, that the thicker ones always have a little bit more pushback and a little bit more solid feel to them. It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. It's just honing. It doesn't matter. I'm not saying one is better than the other or what, but, just making a call on what I experience. All right, so I got this blade. It's a Franken blade. It's nothing special. It's a big, heavy grind. Well, it's not that big, but it's big enough. It's heavy enough. It was in my cup for a touch-up, so see what I get off of this stone from it. Tell you, the sensation under the blade is ridiculously smooth, but it's not like honing on glass. There's no glassy sensation here, not really. A slight bit of felt resistance. Kind of like that sort of a cross between the chocolate bar feeling that I get, that frozen chocolate bar sensation, and the what do you call it, that like satiny type of feeling where there's like a little bit of texture, when you run your finger over satin, you can feel it a little bit. Same with some silks. A lot of those materials, it's just like, they're completely devoid of feeling sometimes. It's crazy. I don't seem to be picking up anything at the toe here. I'm wondering if it's my blade or maybe the lapping is off. I don't know. My undercurrent at the toe isn't where I want it. I'd work a little bit here on the fucking toe. I know that this is a little unorthodox what I'm doing there, but, contrary to popular net geek belief, honing is not rocket science. And, if I was doing simple back and forths and I honed a little tiny bit too much going one direction, like, a stroke is forward and back, right? or full pass, whatever you want to call it. So you got forward and back, that's 1 and 1. If I did an extra, like if I went 1 and then I did this and then I did that, and I did that about 20 times, no one's going to die. Okay? No one is going to die from that. Alright? Yes, they might be technical proof of additional wear, you know. And we're talking about a razor here, man. No, seriously. You're not flying anybody to the moon on this, okay? You're taking hair off your face. It's about time people stopped acting like they're Sir Isaac freaking Newton or something. Yeah, there's science and all of this. There's physics, there's geology, you know, there's geometry. There's all kinds of stuff. But you know what? You know what it boils down to? You're rubbing a piece of steel on a rock. So, sorry for keeping it real, but, you know, I read stuff online and it's like fucking quantum physics or some shit. You know what? And if you're into that, good for you. You know, if that makes you happy, again, good for you. And I just want everyone who is sitting around looking at that saying, well, I can't do this because I don't understand all that highfalutin jazz talk, man. Yeah, you don't have to. You're rubbing steel on a rock. What you got to do is learn how to feel. You got to and learn to interpret what the stone and the steel is telling you. Because every time you do a stroke, there's a little bit of voice behind it. We call it feedback, and it's important to learn that. Alright. So, anyway, back to this stone. Yeah, I was kind of impressed with its look after it was lapped. It felt good on the lapping plate, felt hard, good and hard, like up into very hard, but not like stupid hard. And I like stupid hard, don't get me wrong. It's just not there, and I'm just calling that out, you know. I don't use the LV system because it's just flawed. It's flawed in its use, and it's flawed on its interpretation by people buying stones. It's just, in my opinion, a bad way to go about explaining things, and I understand why people use it, and I'm not knocking them, but I still have my thoughts on the thing, and I just don't like it. You know, I know how people are. You know, when they see numbers, they think, wow, I have an absolute, and there's no absolute here, man. You know, and I think better to teach people about the variations and the subtleties within this product made by Mother Nature, and to instill false hope through a flawed system. It really doesn't matter that much, really. I mean, you know, hardness matters. I don't mean that, but anyway, yeah, I'm good. The blade's done. I'm going to strop it and I'm going to shave with it.